YouTube, today more Shiftry Sun action, and maybe we can get some more Hitmontop love as well in this episode. But if you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And of course, try out the team. You have 2 weeks to try it out before the code expires, but there will be a payment available in the description down below and a team builder coming out on how I built this team. But otherwise, let's get started and play some games. Perish. Okay, it's actually funny because I remember seeing something like this back in series 10. Really fascinating team here. Colossal with Brionne, with Aquajet and Perish Song. And the reason you run Brionne over Primarina is it actually has decent bulk with the Violet, but I think there was another reason. There was a very specific reason why you run Brionne. Oh wait, yeah, it was because you don't have the fairy typing, which made Zacian matchups easier. This is a really interesting team though. My hyper offense doesn't do exactly that well against this team, I think. I do have a Groudon though. Groudon's really good against this team in general with the Precipice Blades. The question is what do I want to go afterward for it? Do I want to go Shiftry here? Shiftry's not bad. Shiftry offense just looks really good. Charizard in the back looks super solid. I just got to make sure. It's going to be hard to prevent Trick Room, I think, but I think I have to try and manage it. I think it's Shiftry plus Groudon lead. And then back is probably Charizard, and I want to say it's Hitmontop. I think it would be Hitmontop. Yeah, because I just don't... I think Salamence is strange against the Calyrex. Having that Sucker Punch pressure is actually pretty nice. And then I just don't think Tapu Koko's it. I mean, the Rillaboom messes it up. I don't know if they're bringing Rillaboom either. We'll find out, I guess. If they lead Rillaboom, this could get actually awkward. Brionne Colossal lead. Okay. That's fine. I will lead my Shiftry plus my Groudon right off the bat. Shiftry does get access to Fake Out. I don't know if they're going to anticipate that, though. I really don't know. Let's see here. I kind of want to click Blades right off the bat. I want to click Blades because I don't want to max. Do I want to max against the Colossal? It might not be a bad option here. Yeah, you know what? I'll max against the Colossal, and I'm going to go for a Leaf Storm, I think, into the Brionne. I might as well. I don't know what they're going to go for here, but I want to cover the max option from the Colossal. This could just be max guard, I think, and protect from Brionne, and I definitely could respect that. So let's see, because I do need to live a max flare from Colossal, and I think I probably do with Dynamax, at least with Groudon. I'm not too sure since I have like no bulk on the Groudon, but I guess we'll figure it out together. Okay, did they double protect? They protect Colossal. Yeah, they double protect. Okay, this is fine because I at least got the Spadef boost with my Groudon immediately, so I'm guaranteed to survive this upcoming turn. Okay, that still works out for me in my favor. Big damage on Colossal. Jeez. Yeah, this is why I thought maybe Precipice Blading turn 1, because Shiftry does get access to Fake Out. I also could have gone Hitmontop for a bluff. That definitely could have been a play there, but I think this is okay for the most part. If they want to attack with Colossal, they have to do it now. And I'm definitely going to target the Colossal slot, and I think I'm just going to keep Leaf Storming the Brionne. They don't have a switch to Max Quake other than Rillaboom, and I think I can play around that. They still don't know my item on Shiftry, which is big, so I don't know if they're going to go for the attack into it. Oh, they go for an Aqua Jet. Oh, they're saving their Dynamax. Smart. So they're going for Heat Wave here. Yeah, good play on their part. Okay, that's not terrible, though. That's not terrible at all. Because I am able to get a Max Quake off into the Colossal. So Colossal's going to go down. And this upcoming turn... thinking Charizard probably gets in. Yeah, I do like Charizard. So Colossal goes down. That's the thing about Colossal, man. I completely forgot also that they didn't have to Dynamax. Smart play on their part. I completely forgot. I guess I can go Charizard now, I guess. Because I do need to threaten Calyrex if it comes in. Because it is pretty important here. So we'll bring out the Charizard as we're going to see the Calyrex does come out. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to double into the... We're going to double into the Brionne. So yeah, we're gonna go for the Max Quake into the Brionne, and we're gonna click Heat Wave. As we need to chip whatever wants to come in. Like, we want to cover a switch in the back. I think Heat Wave into Max Quake always lets me get a KO on the Brionne slot. And I do need to threaten the Heat Wave. So let's figure it out. Because I don't know. If Brionne lives to attack, it's actually a little bit awkward because they could flip turn into a fake out mon, which is not good for me. We'll find out though. Alex does protect, no surprise here. And what does the Brionne... Does the Brionne survive the double up? That's the question. That's the big question we have to ask ourselves. We land a Heat Wave. This is solar power, so it should do a decent amount. Yep. Don't know what Max Quake can knock out. I really don't. I mean, this thing's defense isn't that amazing with a Violite even, but I'm pretty sure it'll live. Yeah. Which sucks because, well, I mean, I was giving them a free switch in anyway, but the difference is now they have Pokemon this. They have a Brionne that they can sack upcoming. They flip turn with the Brionne. All right. So who is coming in? Probably Incineroar, I'd imagine, which is fine. I've choice banded Precipice Blades. Yeah, Incineroar. Okay. Okay, I have choice banded Precipice Blades, which is good here. No. Yes, choice band Precipice Blades here. I have no idea why I thought Stomping Tantrum was lash out for a second and I'd be able to go for it here, but yeah. We're gonna go for a Precipice Blades, and a swap into the Hitmontop is probably my only call here. They have to fake out Charizard. They absolutely have to fake out Charizard. If I stay in and just click Heat Wave, they absolutely lose here. So they are forced to fake out Charizard here. The question is, I don't know what the Calyx is doing this turn, because that is a really big question too. I wonder if they don't even Dynamax this match, mainly just because of the Glacial Lance might be important to them. Fake out does come out into, yep, the Charizard they had to. Precipice Blades, we need to land both, but we missed the Calyx. Oh, the damage would have been nice in the Calyx. That would have been like 60%. Wow, I don't KO Instant, which I'm kind of surprised about. I think we're losing here. I'm surprised Precipice Blades did that little to Instant though. With choice band? I'm shocked. Okay, it's probably like really physically defensive Instant then. Dang, the Precipice Blades would have helped against the Calyx, but now they can just Dynamax instantly. Before they might have considered not, and if they didn't, I did have Sucker Punch threat, but yeah, this is now not looking good at all. Yeah, I don't see how I'm gonna come out of this one. We're gonna see the Incineroar retreat into the Brionne. That makes sense to preserve the Intimidate. And this should be Calyx Dynamaxing. Avoids the fake out. Yeah, this game's a wrap. Ah, dang it. Dang it. I should have... If I did call the Protect right, what I should have done was... what should I have done? If I... This is the thing about Colossal. It's always that Pokemon where even if you have like pressure against it, it can be awkward. Because that strong Heat Wave off was a big difference there. So maybe what I could have done... I don't want to sack Hitmontop, I think, in that game. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure because I'm trying to figure out all the situations. Like if I Max Quake into Brionne turn 1, is that worth it? The thing is, I think it still invites the same situation regardless. Yeah, it would basically be the same situation regardless. I guess Brionne goes down, but I don't know how much that changes realistically. Maybe I just have to figure out a new game plan against Colossal. I should have hard committed against Colossal more than like Gothitelle stuff. And I think that's probably what led to my downfall right here. No fake out on this team to stop the Colossal Eater. It is really bad. So yeah, there just wasn't much I could do. And now I'm just going to get swept by the Calyx stuff. So I will forfeit this game because there's no shot of me winning. It's literally like fake out, the max ice hail. Gotta figure out the Colossal matchup better. I'm trying to think. Because it's the Aqua Jet that screwed me over. If it was like Scarf Surf or something like Dragapult, for instance, if it's just Surf, like Charizard can lead and actually threaten it. Actually, I don't have Scorching Sands on this Charizard. Yeah, I don't have Scorching Sands. Huh. I really gotta consider the Colossal matchup again. I need to have a better flow chart against it, but all right. Good game and really cool team. That Brionne definitely bulkier than I gave it credit for. But I did think it would live the Max. I did expect it to live the Max Quake just because of the fact that my Groudon is Jolly, and the fact is I don't have like a boosting item that I want to use my Choice Band. Maybe I should consider my Dynamax. If I consider my Dynamax an extra turn, even if I consider my Dynamax an extra turn though, that's not really worth it, I think. If you currently enjoy the content you're watching and want to see more of it, make sure you check out my second YouTube channel, my Eclipse channel, and of course, make sure you follow the action live on my Twitch channel. All links available in the description down below. All right, Spectry Air stuff. Ooh. I actually like my matchup against this. It's not, well, it's not amazing, but it's not bad at all. Probably Rotom Heat Grimmsnarl is going to lead. I don't think you lead Solgaleo against the Charizard. There's no way you lead Solgaleo against the Charizard. Okay. So I want to go Groudon here. I do have Choice Band and Rock Slide, which is pretty solid here. And then what do I want to go? Maybe Charizard Groudon just lead straight away. Or maybe like Charizard Mens. I don't mind that either. It's not a bad option. Hitmontop's not too bad. Close Combat does a decent amount to the Rotom Heat, but doesn't accomplish anything else realistically. Although I do kind of like Hitmontop lead because I feel like Salamence doesn't accomplish much either based on the lead. You know what? I'll lead Hitmontop. I think Hitmontop's fine. Shiftry Charizard in the back. P2 is probably going to be the most painful Pokemon to deal with. Like P2, if it can get Trick 'em Up, that's going to actually make quite a dent on me. So I have to prepare for P2 correctly by either having strong position with like Max Darkness from Shiftry into like Fire move from Charizard under the Sun, or having that close combat at least from Hitmontop threatening with another combination. It's going to be really awkward though, because that Grimmsnarl is probably going to have screens and it's probably going to make an annoyance out of me. So we'll see how this matchup goes, but I think we have an okay chance as long as we play correctly and deal with, basically we got to deal with the Rotom Heat correctly, because the Rotom Heat is the scariest part about this team. I think otherwise I can play around everything else. Let's find out though. Probably Rotom Heat Grimmsnarl lead. Spectry Air, really? It's not a bad lead for me. I'm just surprised he would bring the Spectry Air as a lead. All right, Hitmontop lead with the Groudon. I don't really mind the situation that much. I mean, what is this? Wisp into Groudon? Can I just go Shiftry, or can I go Charizard and just click Heat Wave afterward? Because that's what I'm feeling like. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to close combat the Rotom, and I'm going to go for Charizard switch, because I think next turn I can go for a big Heat Wave. I'm just surprised Spectry Air came out of any Pokemon, because I feel like Spectry Air doesn't accomplish much, but as much as like Grimmsnarl screens, unless the Grimmsnarl isn't a screen set, which then I think this makes sense, but let's find out. I'm going to retreat my Groudon though. I do want to go out in a Charizard because I don't want to take a Wisp with the Groudon. Let's find out. They do go for the Wisp in the Groudon. Yep, and probably Nasty Plot. Yep, perfect. Okay, we do get that good turn one right here as we get Charizard in pretty effectively. Probably Heat Wave, Sucker Punch, and a Spectry Air next on a Snarl attempt. Good damage to Rotom too. Really appreciate that damage. Okay. It's looking pretty solid here. It's looking pretty solid. The Rotom looks like it's Goggles too. Oh, that's great. That's great. It's also very unlikely I think you Dynamax the Rotom now. It's so weakened at this point. We're going to go for Sucker Punch though and a Heat Wave into the Spectry Air. I don't know. It depends because their Rotom's basically useless. And that's the thing about Nasty Plot Rotom against a Sun team. It doesn't have much pressure unless you Nasty Plot immediately. And if you Nasty Plot, if you take the damage, it makes the Rotom a lot less of a Sun counter if it's already taken chip. And then you have to Dynamax in order for it to be a threat. So that's a little bit of a complication with Rotom. And here I'm exploiting that weakness, and we're going to go for Heat Wave, Sucker Punch. Now, I wonder what the Spectry Air set is. It could be Scary Face. Scary Face is an interesting move that they did run on Spectry Air, and if it's Scary Face and a Charizard, this makes it pretty invalid for me. We're going to see a Dynamax. Oh, is this a Rotom? That's completely fine by me. That's completely fine by me if Rotom Dynamaxes. Yeah, I don't mind this. This has to be Scary Face or this has to be Snarl. One of the two. I know that for a fact. Because otherwise you would not make this play. So let's find out what's going to come out here. But I am going to fire off a Heat Wave. And a Sucker Punch. Okay, it was Snarl, it looks like. So I do get a Sucker Punch in a Spectry Air that breaks a Focus Sash. And we do get a Heat Wave off. Beautiful. Beautiful. Get rid of Spectry Air. Gone. Absolutely wonderful. And we're probably just going to see the knockout into Charizard with Max Lightning. Yep. Perfect. Okay. That is probably one of the best turns I could have asked for. Hitmontop putting in some work right here. The big damage in the Rotom Heat, as well as that Sucker Punch threat into the what was the Spectrier. I wonder how much I do to Porygon too. I mean, I'm gonna go out into Groudon now and click Choice Banded Rock Slide. I am guaranteed faster than the Rotom Heat, so I might as well. I just don't know if Max Darkness knocks out the Rotom Heat at this point, at this range, so I'd rather just go out into my Groudon. I should have paid attention to speed tiers because I completely forgot if the Rotom got the Nasty Plot up first or did I get the Close Combat off first. I think the Rotom got the Nasty Plot off first, but I might have been wrong. We'll find out. They don't have a good switch here. They really don't. Tapu Fini. Okay, I could have gone Shiftry. Whatever. Not that big of a deal. Because I will bring out the Groudon. And okay, this is a little bit awkward. Is this Icy Wind Tapu Fini? Could be Icy Wind Tapu Fini. I think it's probably more likely Calm Mind, but I'm gonna go for a Rock Slide here. I think I'm gonna hard swap into Shiftry because if this is a Calm Mind, I need to put pressure on it, I think. And I feel like if I detect Hitmontop, it's kind of a wasted turn. So yeah, I'm gonna swap here into Shiftry. I want that big offensive pressure with Shiftry immediately against that Tapu Fini and Rock Slide here to try to KO the Rotom. Of course, I am risking the miss, but most of my moves would be risking the miss here unless I Sucker Punch, Fire Punch the Rotom, which again would put me in a bad spot, especially if they max guard and Calm Mind here. So we will bring out the Shiftry here. As we do get the Rock Slide, we do land on the Rotom. Nice, so we are able to pick up the KO. Beautiful. Looking really good here, especially if this is Icy Wind on the Fini. We're completely in a fine spot too. So we are able to pick that knockout, and it's Moonblast. Okay, so is this in a Shiftry? It is in a Shiftry. That's fine. It is able to pick up a knockout. Unfortunate. Is that offensive Fini? I'm not too sure, but I mean, we're in a really good spot here. I think I get to go Hitmontop here, and I'm pretty sure now I just Dynamax with my Groudon. Oh, it's Porygon 2 back. They didn't bring Solgaleo. Oh, that's beautiful, actually. Yeah, that's beautiful, actually. Okay. So I think I can go for a Max Quake here into Fini, and I want to detect. I don't see a reason not to detect. Yeah, I'm going to detect here. I have no idea what the Fini set is. I don't want to close combat and then they throw off a Moonblast. I want to have that +1 special defense to deal with the Fini's Moonblast. So I think that is the best call here to Dynamax my Groudon. Even though we're choice banded, this is one of the points where we can really make use out of this Dynamax turn, I think. Because if we Dynamax Hitmontop, it's not a bad option either, but against a Fini, like, I'd probably have to rely on multiple Rock Slides hitting, which I don't want to at this point because I already risked a Rock Slide on Rotom earlier. So we Dynamax our Groudon. Let's see, it's going to be Detect from the Hitmontop. This is to protect ourselves from the incoming Moonblast. We are going to get a Max Quake off into Hitmontop, or not into Hitmontop, into the Fini. That is able to almost pick up the knockout. And are you buried? Because we have Sucker Punch that can threaten you the following turns. So, ooh, looking really good for us. It is a berry on the Fini though, unfortunately, so we can't Sucker Punch threaten the knockout, but that's completely okay here. It is the Citrus Berry. It is going to be a... Ooh, they Calm Mind here. They Calm Mind here. That's pretty big. Did they Trick Room? Did you Trick Room? You did Trick Room. Okay. This game got scary. This game definitely did get scary. Wonder what move the Porygon 2 has. I think I could just Max Quake the Porygon though. I think I could double up the Porygon slot here though. Yeah, I think this is the turn where I want to double up the Porygon slot. Because if I need to pick up the knockout Porygon 2 this turn, I think. Because I think this is one of the few turns that I can get the knockout onto Porygon 2. If I attack in a Fini, it's a little bit awkward. I think this... It really comes down to A, what moves do you have on the Porygon, and B, and they protect. It's an option I considered, but I didn't think they would. Okay, I think they're just trying to get chipped, but they try to attack the Groudon. Okay, this should be game here because close combat into the Porygon is able to eliminate. Beautiful, and then I get the Quake off into the P2 as well. I wasn't sure about that. I thought they were going to try attack protect potentially, or just try attack Moonblast. I don't remember the speed tiers though. Did we see the Hitmontop move faster than the Fini? Because I have a very strong suspicion we did. But if we didn't, it kind of makes sense why, I think. But yeah, we are able to eliminate the Porygon. I really wonder if try attacking the Moonblast KO'd Hitmontop. Probably, but I do have high natural special defense. And I did have Max Quake boost. But yeah, now this game's absolutely over. Actually, yeah, no, this game's absolutely over. I don't think Moonblast or Muddy Water Crit can knock out Groudon at this range. And I think that's the only way you could really win here. So The close combat here, we go for the max quake. They are going to forfeit, and Hitmontop showing in a beautiful amount of work. I'm surprised Shiftry went down to Moonblast. I'm a little bit surprised. But then again, Shiftry's defenses are pretty awful. But Phoenix's special attack isn't that amazing. So I was actually really, really shocked by that. But Hitmontop close combat, able to put in some work. And I was able to get some really good reads on the Spectrier and the Rotom Heat. I think my first few turns were fantastic. I think the upcoming turns, though, wasn't amazing. But I do think I needed Hitmontop more than Shiftry in that turn. Yeah, I think it was definitely more important to preserve it. So I think no matter what, I think I'd still make the same plays again. I think the only thing I would change there was switch. I would have probably brought in the Shiftry for the Groudon, because I think that was better overall, because I probably should have risked the Max Darkness. I think it probably did knock out Rotom at that range, and it did threaten the Feeny, and the Feeny threatening was probably more important. But yeah, otherwise, I think for what I did do instead with bringing the Groudon, I think I did make the best place possible, especially trying to get rid of Porygon 2, because I needed 2 hits into Porygon 2, otherwise it could recover stall me. So I think I had to get rid of P2 that specific turn, and I think that was my best chance to. But yeah, that could have been scary potentially. All right, Yveltal with Incineroar, Landorus, Regieleki, Ferrothorn, and the Amoonguss. This does not look like fun, but okay. Tapu, Koko. This is awkward. This is awkward. Regieleki, Landorus, and Yveltal make this extremely weird. So I probably don't. Do I want to bring Charizard? I mean, they're not bringing Ferrothorn against my team. Let's be real. We know the 4 Pokemon is going to be the top Pokemon. There's no way they bring Amoonguss and Ferrothorn in this matchup. I think we all know that for a fact. So I think now we just got to figure out what elite combination are they going to. I think Shiftry plus Groudon might not be a bad combination here. And then I just don't want Charizard. I mean, Charizard's not bad, but it's just not that great, I feel like. I think Salamence for Intimidate, and I want to say it's the top of Koko. The Sucker Punch doesn't seem that bad here. The Triple Axle looks really good, and I don't want to power Regieleki if possible, because Eleki with the terrain would be pretty dang annoying for me to deal with. So let's bring out the Hitmontop here. Let's see how this is going to go. But this could go really well, or this could go pretty poorly. This has quite a few leads here. I don't know. They could lead a combination of any of those 4, realistically. We're going to see Landorus plus the Yveltal lead. Okay, that's fine. As I lead Shiftry Groudon. I don't think this is Policy Yveltal. It can be, though, but there's nothing that activates Policy here. Of course, that doesn't mean much as always, but what do I want to do here? I think Icy Wind is probably my play here. Probably Icy Wind Rock Slide or Icy Wind go Mence. I kind of like the idea of going Mence here for the Intimidate, but yeah, I do want to go for the Icy Wind immediately, I think, and probably just click. No, I do want to get Mence actually in. Yeah, I think Mence is pretty good here, because Mence with the Intimidate, I think is just really solid here, and then Airstream Pressure the following turn. I don't know what the Yveltal's going for this turn, though. It could be Foul Play, which is concerning. Could be like Oblivion Wing, which I would take better with Mence than I would Groudon, so I might as well. Just not too sure. What are they going to do? I do like Hitmontop's Triple Axle, though, in the situation. Triple Axle would do a lot of damage to potential Yveltal, so that's what I'm trying to aim for. I bring Mence in for the Intimidate, by going for the Icy Wind to gain speed control, and then afterward, maybe Airstreaming the Landorus might pick up the knockout, and then I can Triple Axle the Yveltal with Hitmontop. That's kind of my goal right here. Let's find out if we can achieve it, though, because there's a Dynamax coming out. Should be Landorus, but it could be Yveltal. Either one's fine. It is going to be Landorus. Okay. Hit the Icy Wind, please. Hitting the Icy Wind would be really solid towards my game plan. Specifically, well, I need to hit both because I need to make sure that they don't have an Airstream boost on both. Icy Wind comes out. We missed the Yveltal. Okay, but we do hit the Landorus. Looks like a Assault Vest. Okay. So this is Airstream. Snarl. Oh, that's worst case scenario. That is worst case scenario on my Mence, because I do plan on Dynamaxing it. This is not that great. Airstream is going to come out into my Shiftry. Okay, so Shiftry is going to go down. Unfortunately, I do have to Dynamax Mence here. I absolutely do have to Dynamax Mence here. I think we're going to have to wish our Hitmontop really good luck here, because that is currently the idea. We're going to go out into our Hitmontop. Life Orb on the Mence. Okay, time to bring out the Hitmontop. On the bright side, if we get rid of these 2 Pokemon, I'm pretty sure it's Incineroar Regieleki in the back, so we would definitely be able to win. We are going to go for a triple axle into the Landorus, and we're going to go for an Airstream into the Yveltal. We are guaranteed to outspeed both of these Pokemon with the Ments, and then we'll outspeed the Landorus with the Hitmontop. Do we outspeed the Yveltal? I actually don't remember if we do. We'll find out though. We'll find out. Also, does the Yveltal Oblivion Wing and does a KO? But right here, we're taking a gamble. We kind of have to. Hitmontop, don't let me down, buddy. Don't let me down. Triple Axle specifically was meant for this originally. Man, if I let Salamence Hitmontop would have been great, but I was just way too worried about Regieleki lead. Let's find out. Gonna be the Snarl once again. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. Because the main damage dealer, ironically, in this situation is Hitmontop. So that's perfectly fine. We're able to get a Airstream off. Okay, Hitmontop. Just hit the triple axle into the Landorus. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. Hit the Landorus. Hit the Landorus. Hit the Landorus. Triple axle will KO. Nice. Okay, 1 technician boosted. A 2. That should just pick up the knockout. Nice. Okay, really good. Really good. Beautiful. All right. So we are able to eliminate the Landorus, and now we're in a very, very good spot right here. I wonder if Elekey can knock out Hitmontop. I think it depends on the item. What mon is this? Incineroar going to come out. Okay, that's fine. Wonder if this is just parting shot out or if they're going to fake out. I'm just going to Airstream the Yveltal because I don't need any chip into the... Yeah, I don't need any chips, so I might as well just go for the Airstream into the Yveltal and detect with Hitmontop. I think this might have been fake out Oblivion Wing attempt. I am able to get Airstream up. Oh, they don't. Okay, so they parting shot out. You get a nice Oblivion Wing off into that Yveltal slot. Oh, this is going to be really close. Looks like. They did Oblivion Wing that slot, but they parting shot out, it looks like. Yeah, okay. So this is going to be Regieleki, and then this is a mind game. Oh no, because then this is going to be, does Yveltal retreat into the Incineroar to take the triple axle the upcoming turn? Yeah, Regieleki's in the back, no surprise. All right, or this could be a swap from the Elekey into the Incineroar. Airstream close combat probably doesn't knock out, but I am going to triple axle, and I am going to Airstream. Okay, hold on. They didn't switch in Incineroar, which I think is huge. I'm actually kind of surprised why they didn't. But as long as I KO the Yveltal, I win the game. Or at least put in range of Ments. So triple axle does come out. Technician boosted with the expert belt. And we crit. Oh, I just wanted to see if it KO'd. I think it would have if I hit all 3. But now they just lose. Actually, no, they can still win, can't they? Yeah, they can still win. Yeah, Electro... I guess they didn't think about how bulky the Hitmontop was. So, yeah. I think I would have knocked out the Yveltal anyway. I think their only play was to go Incineroar there. If they went Incineroar there, it would have been really interesting, I think, how this endgame plays out. But, oh, now Hitmontop doing the work. Hitmontop giving the works here. All right. We're going to go for... Groudon just wins. So we detect here, and I guess we just fire off a Draco Meteor into the Incineroar. Yeah, we target the Incineroar slot because I can Stomping Tantrum and not have to worry about Blades missing. Because if this is Hyper Beam Regieleki, I think it's just the best call to damage the Incineroar. Stomping Tantrum the Incineroar so Flareless and the Sun doesn't go off into Hyper Beam. And when they Hyper Beam, they would have to recharge. So yeah, this is the best play, I think. We detect Hitmontop here. We're going to see the fake out into the Hitmontop slot. And we're going to see a Draco Meteor land into Incineroar. I realistically don't know if Draco Meteor Stone Edge was the better play because I'm like minus a bunch of special attack and attack on my Ments. But Salamence, okay. And Thunderbolt going to target the Ments. Eliminate it. Solve Vest Ments pretty good, but we do get paralyzed. That's fine. Sunlight Phase doesn't really change anything here. We're going to go for close combat into Incineroar. We're at -2, so I don't expect this to pick up a knockout. And we're going to go for, I guess we'll Stone Edge here because I get a higher chance to crit. And I still have, like, I don't think it matters here. Pretty sure Groudon just wins with the Stomping Tantrum. And I didn't take damage with my Groudon because I switched out immediately in the Ments. But yeah, I was like wondering why it was faster than Hitmontop still, but then I completely forgot that they Electroweb the previous turn. Okay, because I thought it was +3. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Groudon should still win this Stomping Tantrum. They have to go for Hyper Beam Flare Blitz here. Hyper Beam should not knock out my Groudon. They gotta hope for Precipice Blades to miss, but I do have Stomping Tantrum on this specific Groudon set, so they can pray for all the misses, but if it's not Shucker Berry Instant, I'm pretty sure I just straight up win here. Unless it's Protect Instant and Hyper Beam Eliki. If that's the case, they got me good. They got me good. But I don't think that's going to be the case here. Okay. Yeah, this game could have been a lot different. I think switching out to Yveltal would have been my opponent's best option, but I guess my opponent didn't want to give it the boost. They protect with Eliki. Interesting. I mean, I guess there's nothing. I guess because like in case they Incineroar is Precipice Blades, they want to keep it spread. So yeah, okay, that makes sense. But Incineroar just goes down to Stomping Tantrum, and now Eliki can't do anything. Eliki can't do anything. Sash, if it's Sash, it's already gone. But yeah, Hitmontop doing work. Triple Axle was actually amazing that game. Originally, I had Hitmontop on the team for Triple Axle stuff because I was like, I could do like Shiftry, Icy Wind into Triple Axle, which does do a lot of damage. It does pick up a KO or immense Hitmontop lead depending on what they have, and then Airstream into Triple Axle and get a surprise knockout Landers. That was the goal, and it looked like it paid off here. And I was even able to knock out the Yveltal on top of it, which I'm really surprised again my opponent gave me, but we definitely take that in this situation. It would have been interesting of an end game though. I don't know how well I would have been able to do in the end game, because I'd probably have to hard switch into Groudon for Mence, detect Hitmontop, and then go for Blades, and then maybe I'd have to snipe the switch on the Yveltal, I think, with Triple Axle Precipice Blades there, but I'm not too sure. And that is the show. Shiftry Sun is just really fun. I actually had another concept on Shiftry in mind as well, and that Brionne team was kind of crazy. But yeah, if you would love to see maybe the other Shiftry team that I had, a different version of it, it's a completely different route. And of course, the Brionne team, maybe make my own adjustments one day in a future season. Let me know in the comments down below, and leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it. But otherwise, make sure you try out this team. You have 2 weeks to grab it, as well as the paste down below. And of course, keep your eyes out for the team builder, going to be coming out tomorrow. But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.